Bonjour guys, this is Anthony, French chef at Pastries. In today's video, we're going to show you parchment paper versus silicone mold. Which one is the best to make French macarons? Let's take a look. Okay, so the first thing is the general aspect and the cost. This is the two side by side. You have the parchment paper here versus the silicone mat right there. This is a basic silicone mat with round shape, okay, very thin, and this is a silicone mat. This goes for about, I would say, $8 to $9 each, and the roll like that is about $10. Of course, a roll of this you will get probably 20 similar like this one, but remember this one is reusable almost forever, while this one you need to get rid of it once you're done. Okay, for this first point, the silicone mat win because you can reuse it forever. One quick tip, by the way, for the parchment paper, you need to put the ink at the bottom, okay, because you don't want it to be mixed with your batter. This is another good point for the silicone mat. The silicone mat is food grade. It doesn't change with the oven. It doesn't change with anything, okay? It will not alter with your recipe. Number two, so now we are going to pipe the macarons in each one to see which one wins. The first thing you want to do for the parchment paper is to put 4 little, tip of batter right there to make sure that your mat doesn't move. And now you're ready to pipe. Let's see how the parchment paper goes. To make sure you pipe properly, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have an upcoming video about how to pipe macaron perfectly to get precision and control at the same time. You want to fill about half of the circle. This is one, I would say, con for the parchment paper because you don't have the first round shape to guide you. Here at Pastries, we are used to it, so we know how many batters to put down. But if you want to try for the first time, you might pour too much or too little. You don't have edges like I would say here. The first circle will guide you, the second will be the edge. Here you have only the edge. Okay. Next step, you want to add the rubber mat. You probably see that in another video as well, because you want to tap your batter to avoid hollow macarons. All right, let's see how it goes. Do you see after tapping, all macarons are kind of similar shape, but I would say this is another con versus the silicone mat because each macarons will not have the exact same size. Do you see how this one is filled kind of on the right, this one is on the left, this one is not totally filled, this one is filled. So you will have not exact same size macarons. Okay, the next one, we're gonna see how it goes for piping in the silicone mat. So I would say the first good point here is that you have the first circle which guides you on how much batter to pour down. Same thing here, you want to tap your pan sheets. Another pro for the silicone mat, each round shape is the exact same size. While here, if you compare, for example, this one to this one, when you will make the sandwich, signature macarons, the two shells will not match very well. The winner of this one is the silicone mat again. All right, it's now time to put it in the oven and see how it goes. Okay, it's time. Let's see what we got. All right, we waited a couple hours for it to cool down. Let's see the final results. So the first thing we can say, it confirms what we said before. The shape here is not the same round shape every time. So do you see the feet are not even high enough, I would say. And if you compare this one to this size, it's really not the same. Okay. We're here all the round shape is exactly the same. So it's another good point for this silicone mat because you get exact same shape macarons. All right, so I think we have a winner. And it's the silicone mat. There you have it for today's video, parchment paper versus silicone mold. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel right there and don't miss any tips to make macarons at home. See you next week.